So Carter, it's fun. You can go over and look at the pictures, and we see pictures of a lot of these swimmers, but as young swimmers, and we know them for so long. They're just kind of part of our being, and for the last year, I've actually been in a little bit of mourning because I know Carter is moving on, and it's like, if you get up every morning and you have a cup of coffee, and if suddenly you take that coffee away, you feel a loss, and that's and with all these kids, but there's something special about Carter that it's just this familiarity that Carter is there, and he's just so grounded, and it's just who he is, and it's going to be someone we really miss. Carter's got this unique ability. When he came up to the senior group, he had like this group, he had his own fan group, and it was all the young girls were just like, oh, Carter. And he still has that going. Of course, he drives them crazy because he just doesn't give them any attention, and then they just like him even more. But Carter's one of those swimmers that gets in and just gets the work done. He's been in our distance group for a long time, led the group. He swam alongside some of the great swimmers we've had, Alex Bellinger and Jacob Belinsky, and kept up with them and had a chance to race them. And then took the things he learned and passed that on to the next generation, and led the new young distance swimmers, including his brother. And I know it was hard for him because he has a younger brother that's very talented, and that's always a struggle when your younger brother starts racing you in your events. I know that happened with me and my brother. I fortunately was the younger brother that was beating the older brother, and that was hard for him. And Carter has just taken that in stride and shown the true member of the team that he is. And a big part of, I know Zach and I both believe this, a big part of our team culture is because of the kids like Carter that are willing to acknowledge not just what they're doing, but what their teammates are doing and their younger siblings. Carter, would you come up and give us a few words?
Hello. I'm Carter Basha, and I've been on both for about 8 years. There's a lot to cover, so as Dave says, put on your sombreros and pitter paddle, let's get at it. My first few practices were at Columbia Heights with Coach Blair. That's where I first met Lucas and Cece, who still currently has the touch. By the time I figured out that 325s on the 40 wasn't the same as 175 in 2 minutes, I had my first meet. I thought it was completely ridiculous because the meet was on a Wednesday night, which actually was pretty ridiculous because most of our meets are on the weekends. I had 2 events to swim, probably something like 25 free, 25 back, and at the end of both events, I was awarded with brown 8th-place ribbons, despite the scoreboard clearly indicating I had won both heats. But this was reason enough to sue USA Swimming itself. I continued on with my swimming career. Through training, I made my way to my first state meet. I swam a few relays, the 50 fly, and the 500 free. Had I known Dave then, I would have learned about the technique of foreshadowing. As time progressed, I worked my way up the ranks to the prestigious national team. Although the national team is no more, we still get together from time to time and enjoy cognac on the exclusive Wolf Country Club. With Dave as sheriff leader and Zach as comic relief, I learned that my abilities as a swimmer put me in the distance lane. After swimming yet another mile, Dave bestowed upon me a revelation. "Carter," he said, Miles, your friend. This moment was indeed so profound that I had a shirt made with that exact quote. I've made many memories over the past few years, sharing lanes with my brothers Will and Nick, having Dave try to matchmake me with Lizzie Geezy, and then becoming the actual, not fake, very real, true and loving couple we are today. I've attacked Reese multiple times in robotic form. I've been defeated by Maddie with a single punch to the arm. I've experienced nature's blow dryer. I've experienced nature's blow dryer whilst busting and thrusting to Donut Wednesday at to Donut Wednesday at Hy-Vee in the mothership. And even had my shirt stolen. I mean, hello? I've also shared my house to a really fast Cloud Town bum, Chris Morris. I've also become something of an up-and-coming YouTube legend with my hilarious adventures from Not Utah vlogs that are honestly so popular that you're really missing out if you haven't spent the 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 36 seconds to enjoy my conveniently created playlist. Side note, if I get 50 likes, I'll create an imitation video of Zach's Facebook live stream. This fall, I'll be attending the University of Minnesota to pursue a chemical engineering degree. And even though I've had a great time swimming here, I will not pursue that. But when I look back at it, I don't think there's anything I would change about it. And even if I wanted to change anything, David reminded me that at swim practice, he runs the dictatorship. And Zach would point me to the complaints box that's shaped like a garbage can. Still, I thank both Dave and Zach for being my coaches, guides, and friends over the years. I also thank my mom and dad for encouraging me and putting up with my constant struggles of not wanting to go to practice as a little kid. I also thank my teammates for being with me every stroke of the way.